whoever subleases that from...
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
MFN said scene.
What's that?
And
Are
cool.
you the Ghostbusters?
No, actually, I'm not. I'm a live streamer. Last year, I got one of these.
All right, cool.
I think it's good until the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
And then I need to decide what I'm going to go up in this year.
Ooh.
Where'd you go up in last?
I went up in Grumpy.
Well,
I was in the back.
The DC3, the Beaver, T6 would be fun.
Yeah.
66 would be a dream come true.
That's awesome.
We're talking loops, barrel rows.
I don't know about that, though.
Oh, it's a piece of cake.
Well, isn't that... You have to wear...
on a roller coaster?
I have.
Okay, same thing.
I actually have a
do
balance.
have to wear
I have a
ours.
balance disorder, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
so unfortunately, something like that. I mean, I probably just do fine, but I probably wouldn't enjoy it.
Or if you go up, you can tell the pilot, I just don't
Sam
do
and
anything.
Ben.
True.
And that's what they'll do, and they'll give you some stick time as well, which is kind of fun.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, yeah. You
No
know,
way.
fly straight, watch the...
Oh, really?
She'll tell you what to do. If you get out of
That'd
order,
be
you
interesting.
take over. It's no big deal.
I got this thing smaller from last year because we went out last year with a
Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it went off frickin'. I mean, as soon as we got all like over the water towards Port Townsend, we kind of lost it. But it was live.
Right.
It was live the whole time. It was amazing. Actually, one of my cohorts, Dos Valdez, is over in the UK doing that thing right now. Where you guys have was it the DC2 that's over there right now?
DC3.
DC3, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been over there live streaming all that whole event too as well.
Yeah, it's in Duxford.
Yeah.
And then I think tomorrow it flies to Cannes.
Yeah,
And then
I've been watching
Thursday
it.
it does a whole thing with all the other C-47s and DC.
Yeah, they've been covering it really well. Or they were doing the formation flying, and then they were
Yeah.
going to do the airdrop and stuff
Yeah.
tomorrow with a bunch of, is it Finnish
I don't know,
soldiers?
they're all dressed in period,
Yeah, I
period
saw that.
uniforms and
I
everything.
was like,
Using
that's
the,
freaking awesome.
Regular, not the fancy new
Right.
parachutes. They're using the olive green.
Right, just
They do have steering ability though.
Right.
I know that, but other than that, it's
Sam
pretty
and Ben
stunning.
that's
said,
all.
"Oh, I wish I could see the DC-3."
Well, yeah, work on it.
You can shoot the postcard.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys always have a list because that's what we did last year, guys. So we ended up in Grumpy. It's $500. It was worth it. Every dollar.
Yep.
Yeah, that or the Texan. Yeah, that'd be incredible.
The Beaver's kind of fun, simply because when you're flying, because of the top wing and the fact that it's search and rescue.
Oh, right.
You have unlimited view.
View of
down
that
below
one,
you.
right.
So you get some gorgeous
It'd be
pictures
amazing.
of Whidbey, Camino. There's a rock we usually buzz that usually has about 30 or 40 sea lions on it. You know,
Oh,
that's kind of
really?
fun. Oh, yeah.
Watch them just scatter.
Well, they don't really. We don't.
They're
do
like,
that,
they're
but,
probably-
You know, you get down to where you can see them, and
That's awesome.
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, we had a really good time last year. I mean, over the winter, we didn't really get a whole lot done, but we did manage to cover all the challenge air stuff you guys had here last year as
Yeah.
well, and that was amazing.
Yeah, that's
That
a great event.
Yeah.
The next big event here, it's going to be run by Flying Heritage,
right,
but it's
yeah.
the Sky Fair
Oh, right.
on the 20th of July, and we'll probably be sending 3 or 4 planes over there to fly.
Oh, okay.
But it'll be a
Yeah, I think that's what we
constant
basically
air show
did
for 3 hours.
last year. Is basically I thought we came here, but no, it was over there, and then we jumped on that thing, and it was just an experience of a lifetime. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to, like jumping on a jet and flying, San Jose or whatever.
Right.
It's nothing
right.
like it.
Right.
Because it was interesting. Like last year, I still remember. Trying to remember the pilot's name. But we got over Port Townsend and Eagle Harbor, and the plane started getting lower and lower and lower, and he just hooked it around the harbor. And it must have been like 300 feet above the trees or whatever, and just took off. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is so much fun! I don't want this to end. It was over so quick."
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we were thinking everybody's been talking about doing more of that, and try to get more involved with you guys and the whole facility and everything else, because the live streaming has become really popular. Being able to have people come with you, as opposed to
Sure.
like, kind of like everybody wants it on demand, like right now.
Right.
You know,
Right.
as opposed to watching like a video that they can just watch over
Right.
again. They can go like, pan left, pan right.
Yeah.
What is that? What is it? I have a question about that. How does that work? But then everybody always had this question too about these streaming rigs. Are like, does the battery pass FAA qualifications? And then someone told me, it's like, there's not one piece of electronics in this plane, so I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
So-
all of our planes are in a class the FAA has. It's called experimental.
Right,
Because
okay.
they're not being produced anymore.
Right.
It's like when you have a horseless carriage license plate
Oh,
for a
gotcha.
classic car.
Right.
And so we basically do all the maintenance on all the aircraft, fill out numerous reports, submit into the FAA, and then they send us an annual, okay, you can fly again for another year type
Gotcha.
certificate, a
Right.
flight certificate. And we don't have to have FAA inspectors in here like, United Airlines would have, for example.
Right.
So,
Now I remember seeing, what was it last? It's probably near closer to the fall, whether it was you guys or the other outfit. I apologize. The name of the Air Museum over there.
Flying
It was
Heritage.
Flying.
Flying Heritage Combat
TMFN
Armory,
said this is so
Armory something. It's FH Cam. Yeah.
Oh,
Combat
right.
Armory Museum.
Okay, gotcha. Was that there that they had? Was it a Messerschmitt or something that they restored last year? And it was really quick.
They have an Me-109.
That's
they have
right.
a Focke-Wulf 190. They have a Russian fighter. I guess it's called a Sokoyov or something.
Is that the MiG-29 or?
The MiG-29 is the Russian jet. That's a model.
Right, I always see
All
that.
the rest of their stuff is World War II.
Okay.
They're restoring.
Did they get flights in those?
Well, there's only one seat.
Oh, okay.
So
It's not a
they do have a
two-seater.
B-25, but it's a J model towards the end of the war, where ours is a D model.
Right.
So ours is representative of the same configuration flown off the Hornet for the Doolittle raid. Theirs is the
Lightweight.
B-25 that kind of came about a year before the end of the war. And they went from a medium bomber with minimal 50 caliber gun protection to we're not going to bomb so much, but we're going to fill this thing up with 18 machine guns. And
Oh, right.
strafe
Yeah, I
everybody
saw like
from
all the
here to
variations and
Timbuktu.
configurations that they would
Eight
put a
guns
howitzer
in
in
the
it,
nose.
or like a.
Just 50 calibers. They had 8 in the nose, 4 strapped on the fuselage. They moved the turret forward, so that's 2 more. They had a
Right.
double 50 cal in the tail, and then they had 2 50 caliber waist guns. So they had 18 guns total.
I thought I heard that they had put a cannon on one of them at one time. Maybe
Some
that was-
may have been custom modified for use wherever.
Like tank
The
busters or
nose
something.
configuration actually was a derivative of a crew chief in the South Pacific that said, why are we flying this thing with one stupid gun in the nose? Let's
Right.
fill it up. And he
Right.
modified the nose and put machine guns in there. And North American was sort of like, you're going to destroy the airframe because of the recoil and everything. And
Oh,
it didn't
imagine.
hurt the airframe. And then they shipped him back to L.A. and he helped them design the J model with all the guns
Wow.
in the nose. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it
that's
was
incredible.
a field modification. So it's, when you do
You do what you got to do, just
right?
like even like the new boys over there with their Humvees, man. They're adding all kinds of armor protection and everything
Sure,
just
sure.
to freaking stay alive.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for
crazy.
somebody back
Yeah.
home to produce a new model.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
man. Put something on it. The ingenuity is incredible when they
It
come up
is.
with this stuff. But always, everything about this just fascinates me. But it's hard to get around and
Have you
see
been
everything.
here when the Avengers been here?
I don't think so.
Let's take a look at that. I think you'll find it pretty interesting. So, one of our volunteer pilots, he flies the DC-3 and the B-25. His name is Michael Kopp.
Right, I think I just saw him on the stream over there in the UK.
He's not over there.
He's not?
I don't think unless he flew over like.
What's the other gentleman's name? It's not Donald. There's Dan or.
There's the.
I know one of them. And there was.
Do you know offhand the 2 pilots besides John that are on the DC-3?
Michael Cobb, Bill
Oh, Michael went
Michael.
over?
Okay, yeah, I think
Okay.
that's his name.
Cobb, Bill Bennett, and
Because he flew this back Wednesday from Montana. So he flew over to meet him in southern England.
who?
Michael. Because
No,
he was here.
Doug Burton is going to meet him.
Okay, because Michael was
okay.
here last Wednesday in the hangar.
Yeah, I was trying to remember who it was I saw
Okay.
that was on the live stream.
Was also here,
Okay.
and he is going over.
Okay, so they're joining the whole thing.
Short-haired guy, Michael Cobb is a smaller.
Right. No, I know Michael. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns the Avenger.
Going over.
Oh, he owns it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Yeah,
all the
so-
pilots that are there now are also. He has
I think that's it right there. DC-3 interior, it looks like. Unless it's, that might be a different one. It's got blue in it.
Oh, yeah, that's not ours. That's
But I remember
from,
seeing it on there.
Restored passenger. Ours is restored to the executive interior.
Yeah, so he's been covering that whole thing, basically. someone that I've kind of grown to appreciate and met a couple of times, and some of the stuff he's doing. He does a lot of stuff with SpaceX and rocket launches down at Cape Canaveral.
Yeah.
And he actually got to sit down with the new administrator at NASA. I mean, he's like a little media guy. He's putting together like a little team of people to do this live streaming. And so one day he got him, and they sat down there for like an hour and talked.
Wow.
It was nuts.
That's pretty cool.
But he covers all like, he's like a total Elon fanboy. Some of the stuff that they're coming out with is just incredible.
Yeah, so Michael owns this, and he owns a fully restored T-28 trainer, which was the trainer that took the place of the Texan in the early 50s. And he can only fit one of them in the hangar. So he keeps the Avenger here, which is nice because we can display it.
Right.
And he flies it a lot. He just brought it back from Montana last Wednesday. But,
it's incredible.
Yeah, it's a huge mother. It's the largest. It's the largest single propeller airplane ever built.
Really?
Yeah. So anything bigger than this had 2 engines and 2
Yeah.
pumps.
She's kind of a fatty, huh?
It's huge. Well, you can look inside.
Yeah.
And see how much room there is.
Crazy.
This is where the radio operator sits, and it's lovingly called the vomitorium.
The vomitorium. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So tons of, look at the room in there, and then you've got the tunnel. You can
Right.
get to either seat, front or rear, that way, or you can climb up on the wing.
Wow.
And this is a Grumman, which is the same as our Bearcat. This is the this is the plane that George Bush Sr. was flying when he was shot down during World War II.
Really?
Yeah, he flew Avengers.
Wow.
Off the carriers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. There's your radio, guys.
Yep.
It's probably, well, I probably is older than me. I just turned 50 this year, so.
Oh, you're young.
I'm young. Wow.
And you can see.
Yeah, I can see why.
You can,
Oh, wow.
that metal plate protects the gunner from fire. But
Right.
you basically, if you're really small, you can sit up in there and operate the gun, the turret gun.
Well, you notice how, like, this day and age, a lot of the kids they get a lot taller, but like the older generation is like a lot shorter.
The average crew of a bomber, for example, were 17 to 22. The 22-year-old was called the old man. It was generally the aircraft commander and the pilot.
Wow.
And the average height and weight was about 5'6" and 145 during World War II.
Jeez, yeah. It's all those additives and stuff you started putting in food probably these
Well,
days.
and then the Depression, nobody had
Yeah,
enough to eat
true.
in a lot of cases,
Yeah.
unless you had money, I guess. But
Yeah.
my dad went to college in 36. He went to, enrolled in the U in 36. And when he enrolled in college, he was 6'3" and 132 pounds.
Wow, that's a big guy.
And I said, Dad, why were you so skinny? He says, well, we just didn't have enough to eat when I was a kid. It was the Depression.
That was a while. When was it? 1930 or when was the Great Depression? That was
It started in the 20s.
in the 20s.
Basically, didn't officially end until World War II.
Really?
You know, I think everybody came back from World War II. They had the GI Bill, and they had
Oh, right.
cheap home loans, and they just
Right.
reinvigorated the economy of the country.
Yeah.
But in a sense, World War II put everybody to work, one way or the other.
Yeah. Everybody, the women, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, God knows I've watched enough documentaries about it. It's always been fascinating. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. The story how I kind of started getting into I've been wanting to get more and more into aviation, but just more on the like sharing side, like with the streaming and everything else. And just by chance, just was going to make a UE down the street. I was like, you know what? I've never been there. And then it basically all happened like, oh, you can go up and fly in one of these things? And now it's like just turned into this thing like we've been traveling around quite a bit, like looking at a lot of the stuff that we can share at, well, at least talking to like people like you and that have really good stories, or they can, help out and inform people just how all this works and how this, becomes what it is. And like, well, with Paul Allen, God bless his soul, because he was a founder of this as well, wasn't he?
No.
Or is that?
Our founder's John Sessions,
Oh, okay.
and he became an avid pilot in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And then as his business fortunes grew, he started collecting and restoring.
Why does that
huge
name sound
aircraft.
familiar?
He's been an
Sam
attorney,
FN
and now he owns
said,
a
"I love this."
nationwide construction development company.
Oh, okay.
So he
Okay, that
he
makes
goes
sense.
in and builds like apartments, condos, that sort of
Right.
thing.
Kind of like the Scott doll of the.
He did a lot of construction work when the whole South Dakota oil fracking thing
okay.
took off, and they just had thousands of people moving in every day.
Oh, I bet.
He did a lot of work back there.
Wow. So was he into the fracking business then?
No.
No.
He's into building apartments and condos.
Oh,
and
so
land
for the people to
developments.
do the. Okay.
Right.
So he's a good guy.
Right. Yeah. I guess you
That's
can say it
good.
that way.
Well, I don't know. I mean, everybody you need oil to make these things run too. So
Yeah.
amazing.
But anyway, this is Michael's plane,
That's cool.
and he flies it a lot. It was. It's really popular. About a couple times a year, he gets a call from NES Whidbey,
Oh,
and
really?
they're having a ceremony or a celebration
right,
of something or a change of command.
Is that all
Yeah.
filled or? Yeah.
That's over on Whidbey and Oak Harbor.
Yeah, all filled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outfit. Yeah. And he'll fly this baby over, and I mean the pilots and everybody just go ape shit. They
Oh,
just,
I bet.
Can't get enough of it.
God, yeah. I mean, so much history.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother, she used to live off of Blazer Avenue, right at the north end of Altfield, and
Mm-hmm.
the A6s, and every once in a while, and then I think they moved the Hornets up there,
Yeah.
and just
they
pissed
call
her
them
off.
growlers, but it's basically
Yeah, but I mean,
they're
they're,
noisy.
her flight path. In
Yeah,
fact, I
they're
could
really
probably even
loud.
show you. It's like ridiculously horrible. They actually ended up moving. I wonder if I have it on here somewhere.
They shoot landings over here maybe once a month,
Oh, do they?
so you'll hear them in the neighborhood. But
Yeah, I wonder if I have that. It's been like a long time ago. But yeah, we just kind of came by today to check out some of the stuff I hadn't seen before, and I don't remember this being here.
no, this is last couple of years he's been keeping it here, but it's gone a lot because it is in high demand.
That's crazy.
This is a radar dome. It's not working, but it's similar to what you would have seen on the aircraft during the war.
Wow.
This
Now, how
one-
does that operate? Is that a spinning device, or is it just a one panel type
It's
of
just,
thing?
yeah, it's just a whatever 1943 radar was
Huh.
at the time.
Will it be more of is it a ground radar or a forward
Yeah.
shooting radar?
No, it'd be for locating ships.
Oh, okay.
targets, that
Gotcha.
sort of thing.
So more of an
This
angle
is
thing.
This is a typical rocket. It would have taken 4 per wing.
Wow.
And then this here is a 500-pound bomb. Takes 1 per wing.
Wow.
And these are the same bombs that would go inside of the B-25, the 500-pound.
Oh, okay,
B-25
right.
holds 8 of them.
Wow.
And then in here, in the bomb bay, 2,000-pound torpedo. So this
What, like
basically
18
was-
feet long? Like just a huge.
pretty close to that.
Yeah.
There's a storage. These planes came with a storage locker that you could put in the bomb bay to haul stuff
Right.
between assignments, and it's in there now. But you can get a good idea of the size of the bomb bay.
It's kind of what deadheading equipment and stuff like that. Yeah.
So basically, the torpedo would stretch from
Oh, wow.
here almost to the end,
Jeez.
and there's the transport pod.
Wow. That is really cool.
And then a big sucker of an engine. I think this one produces about 2,400 horsepower.
Wow.
Something in that vicinity.
Well, what's the weight on the plane itself?
Oh, I'd have to look it up. But it's not light, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a big boy. It's nuts.
And it's funny because you look at them in pictures and it looks like just another,
Yeah.
World War II fighter, but way bigger than a Wildcat or a Hellcat,
Right.
or certainly the Bearcat.
Well, it's even like with Grumpy. A lot of people thought, they had thought big. I think they mistaken it with like B-29.
Yeah, and
But
it's not.
a very big plane, really. It's not. I mean, considering the amount of bombs
A lot
it
of
carries.
modern jet fighters are about the same dimensions as a
Yeah.
B-25. Yeah.
Yeah, I was amazed by looking at like the difference between, I think Doss and his friend EJ that did the aircraft carrier in New York, where they have the museum there on the USS. I'm trying to remember the name of the aircraft carrier. But I saw like in a comparison to like a Tomcat, and I thought, I was like, you think Top Gun, you don't really think it's a big plane. It's a big freaking plane.
It's huge.
Yeah, but he was
It's
just
kind
thinking,
of like the MiG-29 is pretty good size.
Yeah, it really
When
is.
you see it up close.
Yeah, that thing is crazy looking at the swoop that the thing has on it is just incredibly cool and aerodynamic. It just looks really neat. I was like, I always think of that Clint Eastwood movie. Was it Firefox? Yeah, when I see that plane, I'm like, yeah, the MiG-29.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing. That was a great movie, though.
It was very entertaining.
A little cheesy at points, but I was just like...
it was like you could see when they were taxiing the fake one they built on the ice.
Right, yeah.
Everything was just like...
Yeah.
Yeah. But
where you land on the
well
ice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to give... It had the vocal command system.
Yeah.
System, and he forgot to say it in Russian, so nothing was working.
Yeah.
No, that was... But really... 2/3 of that film is kind of an espionage film.
They're really yeah.
It's not about the aerial combat in the end.
He played a pretty good Russian. It was convincing. Yeah. Yeah. Here's my stupid face. That's the wrong one. Hang on, I'll show you. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, you're up in the turret. Yeah. That's the best seat in the house, I think.
It was a stupid-ass screen again.
That's a great place to be.
Yeah, it really is. We had a fun. And that was actually from one of the live streams. Yeah, this is what we saw last year. And we pretty much saw some of the stuff that was there. Yeah, there's last year's backpack. It's grown a lot smaller now.
Different.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot different. Yeah, I might be able to...
Sony cam as opposed to a GoPro.
Yeah, they have like superior audio. Just
the one thing that I was thinking about getting a GoPro for diving, but it's just like super wide angle all the time. Which if you're in low visibility is great because you're only shooting 5 feet away.
Right.
But if you want to use it elsewhere, out of the water or on vacation, it's just like it drove me nuts that it was so wide angle all the time.
Take a look into one of these. I see them I know DOS is using a lot of them over there just for regular footage. You can change from the 15:4 aspect ratio, which is not wide angle, or you can go fully wide. Like right now, it's getting you as well in most of this area, but you can cut it down so that it has different settings. So you can go wide, ultra wide, or
that's good.
Standard. But superior audio. That's the only reason why. I mean, picture quality is pretty much the same, but as soon as you set your backpack down on the lens and put a nice big old dent in the lens, that's the only real kind of downside to this thing is I use it so much. And this is like the third one so far.
Boy.
Yeah, I go through them pretty quickly. It's only when I do something stupid with them. One of my other friends that does it, he's done. They won't let you like I would imagine like one of these fighters you're like, yeah, if you can somehow slip that under your parachute, maybe get away with it. But with him, he went to a foreign country. You can get away with a lot more over there, bungee jumping, parachuting, stuff like that, where you can slip this equipment and do it live. But I guess apparently if you get above 6,000 feet, you start to lose cell phone signal. That's from what I understand.
Yeah,
making
true.
phone calls or shooting data down to the ground, things like that. It's kind of the limitation of this equipment, but not for long. With
all the Wi-Fi stuff going on planes because you can look in through that. Most phones have Wi-Fi calling on them now, so if you have a Wi-Fi signal, you can pick up data and transmit and receive.
Yeah. Well, mark my words, it's going to change. IRL streaming and a lot of that stuff's going to change in the next few years because of Elon, this Skylink thing, or Satlink, or what is it? No, it's Starlink. Sorry. But yeah, that's going to change. I mean, basically, you can get a signal from anywhere.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a cell phone tower or anything like that.
They're launching all these small satellites.
Yeah. Did you see that?
A bunch of them.
Did you see the 60 that he just? When it went to launch, and you're like, okay, we're going to see some spectacular thing. You're like, yeah, it's going to spin and just spit these satellites out like little cards, and one at a time or something like that. No, they just up there, and here's the payload, and they're like, all 60 at once, and they're just floating away. But they put it on they yawed the satellite so that it was going horizontal to the orbit of the Earth. It wasn't, pointing in this direction.
Any kind of a propulsion system they can adjust?
They have ion. He calls them ion krypton thrusters, I guess, that are electric. I think is how they work because basically it's just a really high-end cell phone tower with a big solar array on it and an ion thruster so that it can move into different positions. But there's a great video if you look online. Some Kiwi over there caught them coming over the continent one night, and there's 60 satellites in this video, like, I don't know, 500,000 feet apart, just in this line. It looks like this string of pearls going across the sky. It was the craziest looking thing ever.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a nerd. I can get off subject,
we all are.
but
I mean, that's why we're here. So the only other thing that's probably new since you were here last is the ejection seat and canopy for our T-33
Oh, wow.
trainer are over there. They've been there
right.
for years.
Yeah.
But we have the carcass over here. We're starting to do some, we're starting to restore it. So this is the front section of the T-33 jet.
Oh,
Stripped
wow.
down, all the rivets removed. We've got it on this rotisserie so we can...
Yeah, wow, that's quite the piece of
And then
equipment
we've got
there.
a tail section in a hangar.
It's quite the jig.
That's going to be the engine that goes in it. That's
Wow.
being, designed in the 40s by Rolls-Royce.
Oh, yeah. Check that out,
The
guys.
primary jet engine for most aircraft coming out of World War II, the initial jets, use this engine, including the MiG-15 and 17 in Russia, use this engine.
Wow.
And
This is what this year, like your part of your turbo pump and
yeah, so it's I always get this wrong. It's a reciprocal blah 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 blah. But this sucks the air in and pressurizes
Right.
each individual
The
chamber.
compressor.
So it's
Yeah.
not like a modern engine, which is a pass-through.
all right.
So each one of these chambers, they almost work like cylinders on a radial engine, except you don't have
Right, you have
anything in
fuel
here
being
but a
dumped in there.
controlled explosion,
Right.
which then creates the thrust.
Wow. That's crazy. So I wonder what that's curious. I'll have to look that up. I'm curious to see what it sounds like.
Right here. Yeah, centrifugal compressor.
Centrifugal.
Compressor, jet.
Is that a real word? I don't
And those
know.
are all the planes it was used in.
Oh, Hawker
The British
Seahawk,
developed
yeah.
it in World War II, and it was never really deployed in combat. The Russians bought 25 at the end of the war and reverse engineered them, put them in their 2 MiGs,
Wow.
which ended up fighting in Korea. So,
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, it kind of got almost like the snowbird coloring on it, huh?
yeah, this is actually of the era, the
Oh, when they.
Thunderbirds.
Oh, okay. So when they.
So the one,
Oh, I
the
didn't.
one
Yeah,
seat
Thunderbirds.
version of this is the F-80 Shooting Star, which was the very
Right.
first jet fighter for the Air Force.
Gotcha.
The F-9F Panther, built by Grumman, was the first. Was after our Bearcat, which is an F-8. It was their next plane, and it was their first jet. It became the Navy's first carrier jet,
Okay.
and that was used prominently in Korea.
Right.
Not particularly fast; they were all subsonic, but they were jets. And the thing about a jet engine is it's the maintenance on it is less frequent and a little simpler.
I bet.
And it did add
Less
some
moving
speed,
parts. Yeah.
but the Panther probably pushed 600 miles an hour.
Wow.
But that's
Still subsonic, though.
500. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Jaeger hadn't broken the sound barrier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, not until
Yeah.
what, 1956, 50.
something like that.
7,
yeah,
I think, somewhere in there.
mid-50s, Yeah. I should,
Another good movie, The Right Stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah, I saw Grumpy as I pulled up here, and they're sitting in the back. What do you guys think? You guys are awfully quiet. Kirk nerding out. Yep, absolutely.
You want to shoot some interiors? At
Yeah,
the
sure.
group?
I got you guys on text to speech if you guys want to.
Yeah, ask questions. Ask away.
What a beautiful day, huh?
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So if you guys remember last year, this is the bad boy we went up in last year. It's pretty amazing. I think this year though, I was trying to think of like last year. I kind of it was 3 passengers, Terry, and Mary.
Huh.
It was really bizarre, but we all sat in the back, and then there was a guy in the front. Obviously, he pulled the right card. Apparently, his one of his family members had actually died in one of these.
Wow.
during some battle. I don't remember the details. I'd probably watch the video and stuff like that. Because I'd be like, if come back, do it this year, do it again, but do it in the front this time. So I've seen some video of stuff like passes like low to the runway from the front of the dome, and I was like, wow, that looks amazing. That would be crazy to see that. That's not yours, obviously.
No,
Is that a
that's
private?
a Global 6000.
Yeah.
He's at the end of the hangar, and then the bizjet that just landed is a Gulf 4. It's going to be pulling in here and parking in the hangar closest to us.
Yeah.
So those are
Someone's got some money, right?
Yeah, that one is basically on call for a company, and this business, maintains the plane, provides the pilots, the
What are
flight
these?
crew, all that.
All the parked Maxes or
Those
what?
are 6 parked Maxes. Each one is a different airline. 2 of them are Chinese airlines.
Really? Are they on?
British
They're
Airways.
being held right now at this point.
Yeah, they can't deliver them until the FAA signs off. These are all
Because of all that.
ready for delivery.
That crazy
Yeah,
shit that's
because of
going on.
the sensor issue,
Right.
and so they're basically there is no place left in Western Washington to park 737
Wow.
Maxes anymore. So they're flying them
Man,
all over the
that's-
country,
That's
and
crazy.
parking them.
That's
Yeah.
well,
They're
if you
producing
have
52 a month. So to go from
What?
you can't deliver, and they keep producing 52 a month. What are you going to do with
Wow.
all these aircraft? And as you can see, they take up a lot of space.
they do. They're
Yeah, there
big
goes
planes.
the
Oh wow.
47 Thunderbolt.
They doing
That's
some.
from Flying Heritage.
Oh, what's he doing today?
What's that? Have not, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Help
We're
us
gonna
out.
run in real quick.
No, take your time.
Yeah, I've been in there already.
And that is their Mustang.
Oh, what are they doing today?
They're just flying them. I think they're.
Oh, how fun.
The pilots have to fly every couple of months to stay current.
Right,
And
keep their
they've got,
hours up.
Like I say, they got their big air show coming up in about 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'll definitely be here for sure.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
It is. They'll fly. They almost always fly their Zero. They fly their 2 German fighters. They fly
Right.
Mustang, the Spitfire, the Thunderbolt, and then usually they fly their B-25.
Right.
Last year we flew our B-25 and their B-25 in formation, which was just really
Yeah, I think I got
cool.
some video of that too.
Oh, God,
yeah.
that was
I managed to get a hold of a guy that had footage from the ground. I was on the flyby on the flight that I went on, and they got to mesh it in with the video. So
Oh.
planes coming by and
Nice.
do a nice little bank, and then it cuts back to me, and they're going, yay, like a little kid. It was crazy. Yeah, unfortunately, like my dad, he my stepdad, he flew back in World War II, or was it Korea? It had to be. It wouldn't have been World War II. It'd be too damn well. I just remember some of the stories that him telling me he was on this aircraft carrier with his friend Jerry Muncie, which is like this avid guy that dealt with Atlas fan lines back in the day in the 80s. And some of the stories that they told me about some of the aircraft and stuff like that they had on the plane. Stories now that you hear about later, a lot of that makes sense. A lot of the top secret stuff that they would talk about, they would tell their family. And I'm like, you're not supposed to tell people this stuff. But some of the stories that I've heard about some of this, all this stuff that comes together, I've actually come and experienced some of that stuff, even though they're long gone, and God bless their hearts. But some of the stuff that they told me, I was like, you really should be telling a kid this stuff.
Yeah.
But some of the stories are just crazy. Like I talked to another gentleman over here. I think it was one of the pilots of the P-51 over there, and how. Then I watched a documentary about how they fly and how they're like basically like flying a damn hockey puck. Mm-hmm. The thing, they're all over the very sensitive plane to fly. Mm-hmm. Apparently, here you guys go. Check that out. Is that the Mustang in the back?
Yep.
That's Allison, right?
Merlin.
Merlin. Oh, really?
So that would be the V12 Merlin, and then the Thunderbolt has the R2800. Same as Bearcat, 18-cylinder radiator.
Wow.
So one's air-cooled, one's liquid-cooled, one's inline, one's radial, I guess, for lack of a better description.
That's complete. I got a strange question. I noticed when I was up on the flight on this, This thing leaks like a sieve.
Well,
Is there
air
a point?
and everything.
Well, oil, like I remember seeing
Oh, yeah.
like going down the wing, the back
Oh,
of the
yeah.
wing
Yeah.
and everything. Is that
Oh, yeah.
just normal?
That's pretty normal. We've been working on these engines. We have some rebuild engines we're going to bring in and replace these with because they're
got a
getting
few
close to
thousand hours,
end of life in terms of their current configuration. But
Wow.
we spend a lot of time maintaining them, and yeah, they do leak oil. That's typical of a radial. If they leak too much oil, then it's a matter of just tearing the thing apart and figuring out what's
Right.
going on. It doesn't.
Seals that are 50 years
It doesn't
old.
really mean it's unsafe to use or fly.
No,
it just means you're spending more on money in oil. The
Right.
sumps in these are 50 gallons per engine. That's
Right.
how much oil.
And how often do you have to fill something like that up? Every couple of flights?
Well, we check it every flight. One engine was burning 2 gallons an hour, and the other was burning 1 gallon an hour.
Wow.
So I think we've got them both down to about a gallon. But they're going to
Sounds
burn
like my
oil. That's
Audi.
just the way it's made. Yeah.
That's what I notice about like German engineering. I don't know what it is with those Audis, man. They just bleed. You're just like, it's normal, you know. You just put another quart in and call it good. But it's something of this age, you know. Well, just like myself, you know, you got to keep it lubricated.
Yeah. I mean, years ago I bought a Mazda RX-7 rotary engine, and those are designed to use oil.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because every time the rotor turns, you compress the gas, you fire the gas, then it turns again, you insert oil, then it turns, the oil burns. So the one thing the salesman really made sure I understood, he said, you religiously need to check your oil every 1,000 miles.
Yeah,
because these engines will go 250,000 miles.
Well, like 10,000 RPM or whatever those things will crank out.
Well, and he basically said people just don't check the oil, and they run them out of oil, and it ruins the engine.
Man.
So it's
I can't imagine.
Yeah, you got to get into the habit of checking the oil.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I remember
my
that, kids.
consumption wasn't bad, but he was right. I had to add a quart of oil about every 1,500 to 2,000
Oh, wow.
miles. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Very cool. Yeah, well, I was planning to decide what we're going to do this year because it'll be fun. I want to try to get a little more involved this year. Last year was more like there's just a scared little boy in the back filming it, going, okay, well, this is fun, you know. I'm going up on this plane tomorrow, and it's like older than I am. And I don't really like flying that much, but hey, we're going to do it anyway. And I didn't regret 1 minute of it.
so did they ever explain to you the livery of this aircraft compared to the aircraft underneath the paint? So
Like 121 missions over Germany,
Grumpy did 125, which is
what that's representative
of
of, right?
Arch. This is not Grumpy. Grumpy didn't survive the war.
Right, it's a replica.
This was a Canadian B-25.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it was more of a something that was never used during the war.
It was training and North American Shore Patrol.
Gotcha.
So we chose to paint it to honor Grumpy.
Right.
And so it has the RAF markings because Grumpy was a Lend-Lease bomber. And the 125 missions, as I understand it, Grumpy's squadron was all named after the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, okay.
So
what is I see like second column, the last bomb in that thing has
that is the
big.
100th mission, so the bigger bomb to celebrate the centennial.
Centennial.
The one black bomb is the single night mission at Fleet.
Wow, a night mission, really? Yeah, I had to look up more of the history on behind Grumpy. That's interesting. Bombing at night, that must have been
The
quite.
British bombed at night, we bombed by day.
Wow.
And the bombing by night did not necessarily make it any safer for the British because the Germans developed night fighters and they developed ways to identify the bombers. One of the things was they developed a very sophisticated radar system for the time, and they had these huge Klieg lights, and the planes would fly through the lights, and at that point,
then you're in trouble.
the
Anti-aircraft.
the anti-aircraft fire could hit them, and then the fighters knew where they were.
Right.
So it was by no means a lot safer than daylight bombing, although daylight bombing was
Well, they also had
horrible.
the dirigibles or whatever as well.
Right. They have those hanging up so you might fly into them.
Yeah.
Or have to
Get the
fly
cable
around
and the bombs on them and all that. Yeah. This is a scary time, boy.
Until the 8th Air Force had a viable fighter escort, which was not until 1944, your chance of surviving your 25 missions was 1 in 4.
Wow.
So you had a 75% attrition rate. The Marines considered anything less than 9% when they were invading all the South Sea unacceptable losses, and the Navy considered 11% the breaking point. And here you had 75% losses. So
Jeez.
kind of think about that. It's,
Yeah, it really does put it into this perspective.
Yeah.
It really does. So for you guys that have hangnails out there, stop your bitching. Grow up. Yeah. So what do you guys think? You guys have any questions? Do you guys want to go inside and take a look around again? We've already done that, but yeah, I'll just walk around the plane for them.
So, in case anybody's curious, Grumpy has invasion stripes because it did participate in D-Day. Our Mustang has invasion stripes. It participated in D-Day. You probably, if you're seeing any of the video from the celebrations in Europe, all of the planes you're seeing
Oh, right.
all have
All
invasion
D-Day.
stripes.
Yeah. That's the representation, so they know that's the black and white, right?
Yep, and
Yeah.
it was painted on last minute as top secret. So
No.
allies could identify friend from foe more easily.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just going to ask you that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, if you guys don't know, if you look at right here where the bomb bay is, it basically goes almost all the way to the top. Now, I know that
Correct.
probably during wartime, or what you guys say is the weight of it, you can't really crawl through. You can shimmy down it, but this whole bomb bay, it's huge, you guys. Look how big it is. It goes to the very top of the plane. There's just like a foot gap between the top of the fuselage and the bottom of or if you will, the top of the bomb bay, where all the bombs would sit. And so it kind of divides the whole plane in half. So you get to either be in the back, climb up through here, or you can climb up through the front, which goes in the cockpit and the front gunner, and then the tail, of course. And did some of them have the bubble gun in the back?
Yeah,
as
that
well?
was later models.
Oh, okay.
The A, B, C, and D models were all pretty much the same. The A and B models flew the Doolittle raid, but the configuration was identical. A single double turret in the back and a single double turret, when I say two guns, and then a single gun in the nose. Although the Doolittle Raiders removed the guns for weight consideration.
Right.
By the time you got to the J model, you had 18 guns on it, and it became more of a strafing machine than a bomber.
Gotcha.
And it would attack enemy shipping in the South Pacific.
That's crazy. Just checking my stern to make sure it's still going. Are you guys enjoying this? What do you guys think? What do you guys want to go open this year? Or which plane do you want to send me open this year? Just to say, maybe we should get one of you guys to come and do this. That'd be probably the really righteous thing to do. I don't know about just being our whole crew of people this time. Oh, what the hell? It's only money, right?
That's right.
Helps support the restoration. Amazing. All right, well, Tom, I appreciate your time.
You bet. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
We'll probably see you again, I'm sure. Maybe I'll talk it over with the guys here and see what we want to do this year. 'Cause, yeah, I want to try to do a little bit more informational. Last year was more of a fun thing. This year, I think I want it to be a little bit more, giving a little more knowledge, trying to share it out there with it. So it's kind of my, I made it a point to cover for more people that are either disabled or can't get out or just lazy, to be able to share this stuff with them live, and have their questions answered and really just show them, what it's all about and get a lot of stories from people. You'd be surprised how much people will open up when you talk to them.
I will add one thing, since we were on the grumpy subject. Come over here. The Doolittle Raiders had a tradition of meeting every year.
Oh, right. I think, yeah.
Yeah, and they had this display of cups. And when
Oh,
one would
okay.
die, they'd invert the cup, which had their name engraved on it.
Oh, wow.
And Doolittle set aside a late 1800s bottle of French cognac.
Wow.
And he said, the last two of you that are alive, I want you to meet and share this. Crack it and share it. When they got down to three, two of the three were in pretty bad health.
Oh, no.
And they realized they're probably not going to come back next year. So they cracked the bottle then and shared it.
Wow.
But the final Doolittle Raider, Dick Cole, who was Doolittle's co-pilot.
Right.
He just passed away last month at 103.
Right. I think I just saw you guys
Yeah.
posted something on your site
Yeah.
about that, or your Facebook
So
or something.
pretty remarkable lifetime.
Wow.
When you think about it.
Yeah, I was definitely like I don't know what's the word I mean, a romantic time back then, and I really can't fully understand it all, being my age that I am. But there's just something about it that they just don't do this anymore. They really don't. I mean, well, you guys are kind of doing it, but you just don't. Thank God we're not in another war anymore. But because now it would just be vaporized.
Yeah.
At that point.
No, it was an amazing. As horrific as it was an amazing pooling
lot
of
of
human
smart people.
resources, and it really was a pretty black and white, good versus evil situation.
Yep.
There
Well,
we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But,
Fuck Hitler. Yeah. Well, thanks again. I
bet.
appreciate it. Good times.
take your time, enjoy.
Yeah, we'll probably just. I don't know. These guys have been awfully quiet. I haven't had that many viewers because we didn't even know we were really coming here today.
Want to go up the mezzanine and take a shot down?
Yeah, I'll probably do that for a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Just to show these guys.
It's always a good angle on all the
Yeah. Yeah, be like, definitely back here. Yeah.
Well, thanks
Yeah. So that's the quality of that camera.
Good times.
Solid and good.
Yeah. Why is it? That is weird.
I don't know. These guys have been awfully quiet. I haven't had that many viewers because they didn't.
You can see how kind of wide it is.
Yeah.
But,
Good stuff.
yeah, a little
I'll probably do that
delay.
for a thumbnail.
Why is it doing that? It's weird. It's broken.
No.
Well, the app is broken. The stream isn't. All right. Take it easy. Thanks again so much. Oh, you guys. This was so fun. I don't know. This time. That was really nice, Tom, to give me the time to just hang out with me and kind of go over some of the planes. Look at this. Look at this. It's just crazy. Such beautiful technology. So what did I miss? And this is a canvas aircraft, you guys. You guys even aware of this? Cable driven, canvas on skeleton. Very, very amazing. Vickers, Submarine Spitfire MK. And they were running the music. All right. Get you guys a good view, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, someone spent some time building that sucker. Look at that. Woo. That's very cool. Yeah, Doss is probably wondering what the hell's going on. What's he streaming? Why I can't even get the whole thing in there. Is it a panoramic? Let's do this. There we go. That's a good picture. What do you guys think? Is there anything you guys want to see specifically before we go? I'm gonna make up my mind on what I want to do this year. As far as are we still Q? I wonder if I came off a little. No, we're good.
These are awfully quiet.
Shh. You guys are making too much goddamn noise. Look at that photograph. Wow. Yeah, that's like right over, that's right at a Payne. P-51, two P-51 Mustangs and a Grumpy. Flying in formation. Look at that. God, look at that view, you guys. Is that incredible or what? It's an interesting view.
Take like a step every 30 seconds, because that's all you can
Let's
do.
go take a look at that. Let's see some new models. So this is, I think this is a, yeah, Pan American Airways system. This is the one that's sitting over there in the UK right now. The D-Day, yeah. You know, I was actually thinking about buying one of these and
Building one.
just for shits and giggles. It's cool that they have like a little model collection. Yeah, that's really well done. Douglas A1H Skyraider. This is very cool. This is the other guys CT was talking about. Let's look at the craftsmanship of this stuff. This isn't crazy. All right, guys. I always wanted to get one of their hats. What do you guys think? How much are the hats? What do you guys think? All right, so here we go again, you guys. These two are probably given. It's $4.95 a seat. So the Beaver. I'm thinking loops. You guys think?